Okay.
All right, it's recording. All right, YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Steph. I got a mirror here.
Hi.
She has been watching my channel. Well, I don't know if she's been watching my channel, but she watched a couple of videos or something like that. You know,
I did. Yeah.
She followed me on Instagram and she reached out. Then followed her back and stuff like that. Y'all know.
Yeah.
But we had some disagreements and stuff like that. And fellas, like what I talk about on my channel, she was saying that it was true. And I'm gonna ask you one question. What video did you watch first that really like stood out to you, like on my channel?
Okay, so the first video that I actually watched, and I watched it because I was in my car and I was just thinking about some stuff, and I was going through a really hard time. So I watched the video where it says 5 things that will make you cold. So I was like, I'm already a pretty cold person, but I was kind of like, nah, you know what? I really need to watch this right now. I need to hear it. I need to amp it up a little. So yeah, I watched that. And I kind of just I had it, I was in my car and I put it onto my my aux and everything, and I was just listening to it in the car, and you definitely had some really good points in it. And then I moved on to some of your more videos that was based on for the guys,
right?
And then I remember in one of your videos that it definitely spoke out to me, because I was like, really? And it was you had said something about letting the girl chase the guy, and for the guy to just kind of like, I guess, lay low and not really say anything to the girl in terms of how he felt. So then I was kind of like, what? No, because I'm different. I'm the type of girl that, like, for me, I prefer a guy to kind of chase after me a little. Like, I want him to give me the okay for me to develop stronger feelings for him, and to just kind of like, all right, so I know that he likes me, I can move forward. Because
that's not necessarily chasing, but what it is like pursuing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my bad. My computer's about to die. I was writing earlier.
Oh no, you good.
Put it to charge real quick.
Yeah, go ahead and charge it up. You good.
Let's go here.
But yeah, that's not necessarily like
I'm gonna take off
chasing.
Hold on.
No, you good. She's charging her computer, fellas. She's from a different country. I'm not sure where she's from, fellas, but she's definitely not from America. So I'm gonna ask her when she gets back. I'm gonna ask her where she's from. And then we're gonna talk about like feminism and stuff like that. I just want to get y'all point of view. Where are you from again?
I live in Orlando, but I'm actually from Palestine.
Palestine, so, okay.
Yes. Yeah, and right now, like, we're crazy on the news. Like, a lot of crazy stuff is happening over there, in terms of like.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that shit.
Yeah. No. Okay. Good. Because I'm not into politics, and
I honestly don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Okay, good.
Good. But in terms of like guys chasing, right?
Yeah.
It's not chase. What it is pursue, and there's nothing wrong with guys like pursuing. But you disagree with me. Like we had a conversation on Instagram. You said that something happened between you and a guy. Can you share us with that?
Something happened. Oh yes, I remember. Okay, so hold on. First, I want to elaborate a little bit on my end.
Okay.
So, like, for me, I prefer the guy to pursue me, only because, like, I have met guys before that I end up developing feelings for them, and then I'm always on the, like, I'm not sure if they feel the same way, but they don't really say anything. But most of the time, I feel like when I end up developing feelings for them, it's not reciprocated. You know what I mean? So that's why, like, now when I try to jump into anything new or I meet someone, I don't even get excited anymore. Like I just like wait it out. I don't get my hopes up because I know when I get my hopes up, I'm just gonna be let down because you just, not everyone vibes the same. But I remember, we were on Instagram and then we started chatting a little bit more about it, and then you had said that like when guys go after girls and they're chasing them and just kind of trying, I guess, too hard to pursue or chase that girl
and get a relationship with them and shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah, that sometimes it could be perceived as weak. And then I started thinking about it and I was like, damn, hold on, that's kind of true. Because, like I've had a lot of, guys in and out of my life or whatever that have tried to pursue me. And like every single time that maybe we go on a date or 2 dates or whatever it is, um like, and they just kind of start, they kind of start becoming really clingy, or like they start calling me every single day, texting me, and then like always consistently ask me every week like, hey, when are you going to be free? I get a little turned off. I'm like, like, oh my god, this is
And why and how this is a good call. And why is it that you get turned off when
because first off, I don't, I've been told this by a few people that supposedly I'm an alpha woman. So I do me for the most part. So like I'm not always like, I have things that I have to get done personally. I'm going to school, I have an
which is
internship.
understandable, right?
Yeah, I got a job. So like, all this like, hey, when you free? Hey, when can we hang out? Like I'm okay like once a week, like let's go out on a date or whatever, do our thing. But like I don't know about like every other day. Like, hey, I want to see you this weekend.
God damn.
Like, it's like, let's take a 2 week break or something like that. You know what I mean? Let's, it's so easy to stay in contact with someone through text messages, whatever it is, FaceTime, whatever you need to do to just, I don't know, stay in contact and communicate with that person. But sometimes too much communication can be like overwhelming. And I'm the kind of person that I really do like my space. Like I really do enjoy to just kind of be on my own sometimes, put away my phone, especially because, I do things in my free time. If I'm not doing anything with my school, if I'm not at the hospital interning, if I'm not working, then I'm going to be at the gym. I'm going to be doing something active. So I think it also depends on what kind of girl you're talking to, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, literally like 9.5 out of 10 times that a guy tries to chase me, I typically end up running away.
This is why, fellas, this is why my shit works. This is why the shit that we talk about works, because it just came right out of the woman's mouth. Yeah. What she just said. She said that 9 times out of 10. So what does that mean? That means 99 or 95% of guys in even where she was from, or like now living in Florida, right? You in Florida, right? Yeah, now living in Florida, most guys are fucking thirsty. Yeah. Most guys chase her and act like a beta cuck. Most guys are always pursuing instead of letting her give a confirmation as if she wants you to pursue or not. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell you guys, like, you got to understand the nuances and the signals that women get. Now, let me ask you this. What does it mean when you at a gym and or you at a public place and a woman just keep looking at you? What does that mean from the woman? And another question I'm gonna ask you is,
okay, that's a really good question.
Yeah, and another question I'm gonna ask you is, since you are this alpha woman, right?
Yeah, I've been told. Okay.
I mean, we talk about it on our channel. We don't believe that there is a such thing as an alpha woman in the business world.
Yeah. Sure.
And like in the real world, as far as like a woman really on her shit and going after her shit and she don't need nobody. But as far as like in the relationship hierarchy, like in a real relationship, ain't no such thing as an alpha female. That's just,
no, that I actually completely agree with. I've always explain to, any guy that I meet or whatever it is, if I'm trying to really get something, going with them. I always tell them like, naturally, I am an alpha woman on my own.
Right.
But I was also raised in a Muslim household, so I really learned about like, okay, the man is the man, and like he kind of gets that last word. You know what I mean? And
we can talk about that too.
The woman just kind of like leads. I'm sorry, the woman follows.
Right.
But the thing is, the man needs to know where he's going.
Exactly.
So, like the guys that I've met in my past do not know where they're going, and that's like a red flag for me. If I don't see that they have, you know, steady income coming in, if I don't see that they have goals, you know, lined up for the future, if I don't see that they're working towards their goals or anything like that, and if they don't have their own shit, like, I'm sorry, it's a no-go for me.
It makes sense, yeah.
Right. You know, especially when you meet somebody, especially when you meet a girl that on her own is an alpha or whatever it is, and she's trying to do she's trying to get her own stuff, she's trying to get her life together, and she has goals set up, and she's actually working towards them. Yeah, you need to step your game up to actually prove to her that, like, okay, you know what, like, I guess you're worth it to take that spot in her life to be her special man or whatever it is, you know?
Yeah, I see what you said, but she
okay.
I mean, like that's why I made that one video, like the coldest dating advice, because, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, you can pull chicks living with your mom. You could pull chicks, you know, you can pull, you know what I'm saying? You can. That's what I'm trying to tell guys.
Yes, okay, yes, you can, yes, because it's not like every girl that you're gonna meet is gonna be living out on her own.
Exactly.
So it's gotta come to fair ground. But the point is, if you have that goal in line and you're working towards it, it says something about you and it looks good. You know what I mean?
That's what I tell, and that's what I try to tell dudes. I tell dudes. I mean, if you living with your mama and you saving your money, that's cool. Like, save your money.
It's smart. Honestly.
It's smart. You know, save your money and then you know, invest your money and shit like that. Do what you got to do. But like, in the real world, like, you trying to attract these higher quality women, and we're talking about, when we say high quality, we just mean on the sexual market value scale.
Right.
If you're not on your shit as a man, and you gonna fuck some chicks, but you're missing out on a hand stack. All right. But let's get to that question I asked you though about
the gym.
Yeah, the gym or whatever.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So I go to the gym probably like 4 to 6 times a week, right? And I do see a handful of guys that, you know, they'll look at me, whatever it is, and usually I don't really try to. So the ones that I'm not really attracted to, I usually don't pay them too much of mind or whatever. I try to stay in my lane, because if I'm not attracted to them, I'm not going to give them back that same energy.
Right.
If I see somebody and I happen to be attracted to them, I'll look over a couple times.
How would you look over a couple times? Like you'll be in the middle of your set, and then like you'll look at them and then look away type shit?
Yeah, like kind of like glance at them, look away. Maybe if we make eye contact. Hold on. Maybe if we make eye contact, maybe like a little smile or whatever it is. But usually I'm really focused into my workout, and I've been told that I look really mean. So I don't know.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
Damn, you huge.
Yeah. Shut up. What? You said I'm huge. No, I'm tall, okay?
Same shit. It's the same shit. I didn't say you was fat.
When I think huge, I think like fat.
Nah, you huge. Like, shit, I'm short.
I know.
5'7".
Yeah.
I'm short.
Yeah, that's okay. It's all right.
It's definitely okay. I don't shit.
But hold on. But the thing is, if you're gonna approach a woman at the gym, at cafe or whatever it is, like, just make sure that she's giving you that same energy back. Make sure that she's giving off that body language that, like, she wants you to come to her. And if you're observant, I feel like you will be able to read that body language well.
So let me ask you this. So I was at the gym today.
Okay.
And it's this one chick that I'm on the stairs, and it's so this is the Stairmaster, and this is the pec deck machine. So I'm on the stairs and she on the Stairmaster, but I noticed as I got on the stairs she was leaving, but she came back to like work out, do some extra shit or something like that. She kept looking over at me, but I didn't look over her, but I could just see her on the peripheral looking over at me. So she came by the pec deck right, like, so she's leaving from the dumbbells, coming over here, coming, looking around to see if I'm looking at her. I'm focused doing my cardio. She keep coming this way, and then she sit at the pec deck. She's sitting at the pec deck, and then she gets up from her set, and like gets really close to this like ladder thing that's right next to my Stairmaster, and look in my direction, like as if she want me to look at her and say something to her. What do you think that is? Why in the fuck is she doing that shit?
Good. That's great body language, because you know what? When I see a fine man in the gym and he's maybe working, I don't know, maybe he's on a cycling machine. I don't know, he's on a certain machine, whatever it is. Like, I kind of, this sounds really creepy, by the way.
No, we listening. This why this is not going on YouTube. This ain't going on YouTube.
Yeah, women do this shit, like, for real. But, yeah, I definitely do that. I kind of hover around that person in a weird way. Like, I go around the same machines that they might be using, whatever it is. But, I mean, I'm not necessarily, like, following their sets or anything like that. I'm still doing me. But
yeah,
like,
but at the same time,
I've definitely also, like, looked for a certain guy in the gym before. Like, to see, like, oh, is that cute man in here today?
Yeah. And at the same time, you're hoping, to be honest with me.
Yeah.
You're hoping that, fuck, can you just say something to me, please?
Yes, definitely.
Thank you. You're just hoping, like, just please, like, just come up to me and say something about my shoes or
anything.
Working on a day, anything that'll start a conversation.
Honestly, I think the best way to maybe approach yourself is, like, you know, bring out your hand, shake your hand. Hi, my name is so-and-so. How you doing today? I don't know. Maybe, is that too, like...
Nah, not at the gym. No. To me, the best approach at the gym, especially if she's looking at you and shit, does that work? What you doing? Work every time.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, wait, hold on. I have a really good example for this.
Okay,
now, I don't think this guy was really trying to pursue me or anything. I think he was just more, like, interested and curious about me as a person. But one day
he wanted to fuck you. No.
Okay.
We can talk about that too. We don't give a fuck.
We're skipping all that. 0 to 100. All right, fine. I was boxing one day at LA Fitness, and I was going ham. And so I have this, like, weird technique where I'll go back and forth to one body bag to another body bag, and I just kind of go back and forth just for, like, you know, speed training and all that stuff, building stamina. So when I was done and I took a break and I sat down next to the bags, he was also punching as well right next to me. But we both had headphones in. We was in our zone, you know what I mean? We were bouncing off each other's energy. Like, we were going in, but we weren't talking to each other like that, you know what I mean? But you could feel the energy there. But then, you know, I was resting, and then, like, he said something to me like, damn, you're punching 2 bags at one time? Ha! Like, you know, he said something just kind of, like, clever and funny like that, and then just boom. And so we started talking.
That's the icebreaker.
We talked, like, for, like, an hour and a half after that.
That's the icebreaker.
Yeah, and then, like, regularly we started seeing each other at the gym, boxing with each other, you know, just talking to each other on Instagram and whatnot, following each other on Instagram and all that shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I take that back. That approach like that is a lot better than being like, hey, how are you? My name.
Yeah, because it's too bland, it's too creepy, it's too beta. But because women like assholes, especially if you're attracted to her. Yeah. Women love an asshole. So, like, if you like a cocky, like, girl, what is you doing? Like, does that really work? Can you explain to me what that do? But you saying it in a sexy way, like, man, do that work? What you doing? Like, do that?
Yeah, you know, women do like assholes, and I'm so guilty for this. Like,
I know.
Like, I don't know. Like, the assholes that I've met, like, they are not, like, boyfriend or marriage material at all. Mm-hmm. But, like, I don't know, it depends on the guy, what you're trying to achieve in your life. You want to start a family? You want to just be a boyfriend for a little bit? I don't know. But, like, definitely the assholes that have come across in my life, nah, they're all like, they just want to, you know, occasionally fuck. Yeah. They just want to occasionally fuck.
And you like that shit?
I mean, yeah, I do. But, like, hold on for a second. Like, girls do like that. You know what I mean? And maybe
fellas, I guarantee you, hold up. I guarantee you, this is how cold I am. This is gonna be her exact words. Yeah, they like it, but they don't want that forever. Go ahead.
No, I wasn't gonna say that. I was actually gonna say, yes, we do like that. Okay, yeah, we do. I don't mind those late night texts, whatever it is. Like, hey, you want to come over? Like, okay, sure. Like, I want to get mine too. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean I want to do that all the time.
Told you.
Yeah. Like, hold on. Yeah, okay, but hold on. Like, sometimes a girl wants to go watch a movie. You know what I mean?
This is what I tell them. This is what I tell them. I tell them that you can't just fuck her. You can't just fuck her.
Lose her. Because, okay, listen, if she's got some fire, punani, whatever it is, and she's like, you know, she's great in bed, which I think is hard to come across nowadays. I don't know how it, like,
it's real hard.
For me personally, it's difficult to come across some good D. I'm just gonna say that.
That's another thing that I tell guys. That's another thing that I tell
guys. Yeah, it's difficult.
I already know.
Yeah, I've probably only had like one or two guys.
I know he
like that, you know, that like have done their job right.
Yeah, I bet.
Out of the, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say.
You ain't gonna say that. Yeah, you ain't gonna say that. And we ain't gonna judge you. I mean,
no, I know that.
Yeah,
that's personal.
Yeah, that's personal. You ain't gotta tell us.
Yeah, but nah, like that's really sad though. That's pathetic. What's even more pathetic is like the guys that I've been with, and it's like a minute. That's sad.
Hold on.
That is so sad.
Hold on.
That's
a
like
minute?
Really,
a minute? Yeah. A minute and they about to bust?
Yeah. Yes, it's so sad.
A minute in your guts. And they finna bust.
Yes. It's crazy.
Lit tonight.
Hold on. I've had three guys that are like that. And I remember, so okay, I have a great story for this. Okay, so there was this one particular person that we actually met at the gym. And you know, he had a really nice car. He seemed well put together, whatever it is. I was like, okay, you know, let me give him a shot. We went out a couple times, whatever it is. And we went out a handful of times before I felt comfortable to like move forward. And so one day, you know, I was just kind of like, oh, hey, like come over to my place. You know what I mean? So you know what that means. You know what I mean? I'm ready. Let's get it, you know? I was excited / a little nervous. I wasn't sure like how it was gonna go. I was like, I don't know if he's gonna hit it right. I don't know if he knows what I like. So I don't know. One of the stories, he came over and he's kind of like he's a sort of a business dude. So we had an Apple Watch on, and then he had his phone with him, and like I remember like I was on top of him, and like someone called him and he picked up the phone. And I remember like he was nervous and it was just really awkward. And then like it was a hot mess.
Was his
one of the stories?
Was his dick hard?
It was getting there. But
that's the killer. That's what I tell dudes.
But hold on, he was nervous. Like I could tell he was nervous. He was like, and then he kept talking too much. So I could tell like he was nervous and he kept trying to like distract himself, you know?
What was he saying?
Oh my gosh. He was just like, oh, like you're so this, you're so that, blah blah blah. And I was like I wanted to tell him shut up. Like don't when you
shut your beta cuck ass up, bitch.
Yeah, like no, compliments are nice, but to an extent. Like you don't gotta tell me.
You don't want to get no fucking compliments. You want to get fucked. You want to get fucked. You don't want no fucking compliments. You want somebody to choke you and dig out your fucking guts till you bust.
Okay, but listen. Then anyways, he gets off the phone, whatever it is, and we start getting into it. And I'm telling you, like a minute and a half, I don't know. I was on top, and that's it. He was done.
He busted. He busted.
Yeah. And then I was like, I remember I looked at him. I was like, oh, you came. And then it was really awkward. And actually, oh wait, hold on. This is the kick right here. After he left, I was like, never again.
Fellas, this is only for Patreon. I tell you guys.
Yeah.
First impression. First
Yeah.
impression is everything with a woman. If you can't get your dick up and you can't fuck her right, I'm gonna tell you this right now, bro. You ain't getting
He
no
ain't never
second
gonna call
chance.
you again.
You ain't getting no second chances,
I
bro.
friend zone him. I friend zone him after
Oh, I
that.
bet. So you just use
Yeah.
them for like, you know, when you're going through shit or somebody you need to talk to. Just somebody you need to talk to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone that you need to talk to. Yes, I
Somebody
tell him like my deepest, darkest secret.
Uh-huh. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna fuck her again so bad.
Yes, actually, just like a few days ago, I was cycling at LA Fitness, and then I had told him like, "Yo, you trying to cycle with me? I feel like talking to someone. Like, I just want to talk to someone. I want to vent." And so like I was venting to him or whatever, and then this is when it got real. He was like, "So you want to hang out this weekend?" He's like, and keep in mind, this is like the fifth or fourth time he asked me to hang out again. And I was like, I know what you want, like when we hang out, and I'm not gonna give you that because I'm like, no, it's not gonna happen, like, you know. But you know what? There's some girls that will do that and just use you to let them be taken out and stuff, go eat for free and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not that desperate, and I was like, nah, it's okay. Like, I don't need no one to pay for a meal for me. Especially, like, I can't fake that energy. I can't be like, I'm having so much fun. You know what I mean? Like, I can't. So if I'm not interested in that person, I'm not gonna go out again with them on a date, and I'm definitely not gonna go out again if like it was not good sex. Like,
okay,
bad sex, like, mm-mm. But you know what? Hold on. This is another kicker here. Actually, the guys that have given me like the best D, like they've actually, most of them have never even taken me out on a date. Yeah.
Fellas, she's talking. she's talking the red pill truth.
Yeah.
They never took you on a date. So tell me how this went. Tell me how this went.
Dang. So I have a friend that he travels for work, but he lives here in Florida. And we actually met on Tinder, and the good old natural Tinder, that shit is whack, by the way. But hey, if you're trying to get a good old, trying to get a nut in or whatever, right. Yeah, right. But anywho, so we met on Tinder, and like I was dodging him like a month and a half, 2 months, because like I knew what he wanted. He didn't ask me out on a date or anything. He kept asking me like late at night, like, yo, come over. You know what I mean? He would always just tell me like, come over, blah, blah. He was like, let's just kick it, let's just chill, you know, we don't gotta do nothing, let's just hang out, you know what I mean? And finally, like after 2 months of like consistently talking to him back and forth, and you know, he was like complimenting me, and he was cracking all these jokes. Great talker, you know what I mean? Real smooth talker. Like he knew how to play the game really well. So one day I was studying. It was probably like 11, 12 o'clock at night. We was messaging back and forth, and he's like, so I'm like, damn, girl, like, come on over, blah, blah. Let's just, we're talking so much through text, whatever it is. Like, let's just, just talk in person. Let's chill, And then he told me, he's like, we don't got to do anything or whatever, haha, blah, blah. And then on purpose, like, I went over there, like, not ready. Like, I went there, like, unprepared, if you know what I mean. Like, I did not prepare myself to, I was like, I ain't fucking, like, that's not happening. But I did end up going there.
He seduced you? He was talking dirty to you?
At first, it was actually not, he did eventually, yes, but like at first, we was just kicking it back. We was talking to each other, getting to know each other.
Did I have a couple of drinks at all?
No, we didn't. Okay. No, he just kind of showed me around his place, showed me some cool stuff that he had.
He must be a rich guy.
Yeah, so and so. Yeah, a nice big old house, whatever it is.
Guy. Okay.
But he's not really a rich guy. He just is roommating with a bunch of dudes that they happen to be renting this nice big old house from from their boss. So it's kind of like don't want to say a handout, but it's still like, but whatever. But yeah, so I ended up hanging out there like almost all night. I was there like all night. We didn't fuck or anything, but I mean, some shit did go down. But like but you know what? The little amount that amount of time that we had and what we had done, I was like, yo, I gotta go back there. Like, I actually went back home and I regretted the fact that I didn't go there prepared and, like, you know, clean myself up and whatever it
Probably
is.
he like, because he was probably like, yeah, I ain't fucking with her again. Fuck that.
Actually, for a little bit, he did kind of dodge me, but like after a week or like a month or something like that later, he came back around and I went back over there, and then like we've had some like good experiences with each other now, and yeah, he's never taken me out on a date. So, and
Was he hot?
yeah,
Was he hot?
he is, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, was he
Fit,
white? Was he white?
yes. Fit, white,
Uh-huh.
great personality, alpha energy like crazy, um, super like he's mega douchebag. Like he's got douchebag like written all over him. Hella confident, like confidence through the roof. You know what I mean?
That's what you like, right?
Yeah. Like the type of dude that be posting like shirtless pictures on Instagram. You know what I mean? Shit like that. And I love. I like. I mean, no. Let me change that. I hate that I love it because I do. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
You
It's the
tell the
same
truth.
way.
I like it. I like that you tell me.
Yeah. It's the same way that, like, you know, I guess guys. I don't know how. Like, how do you feel when you go to a girl's page and she's got all these like explicit photos of herself?
Yeah, it's different for us guys. We
Okay,
think
I was gonna say, like, I don't
right
know.
out the gate, she thought she easy.
Okay, yeah. See, that's what I was thinking.
Especially if she
I
not
like
like.
to see it from a guy, but I don't know so much about a girl. Like, I'm kind of like, ooh, girl.
Yeah, but like if a guy is posting shirtless pics, I mean, yeah, he could be a douchebag because I'm a douchebag. So like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But no, I do business, so I can't be a douchebag to everybody. But like,
Yeah.
I can't,
Right.
it just throws off the Herbalife integrity of the business. So I can't be asshole to you right out the top. But like if I don't
Yeah, but
know you,
right, of course.
but if I don't know
But
you,
your situation is different. You know
yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
different.
You're
Yeah,
teaching other guys, like,
yeah.
teaching and showing other guys, and this is like great proof right here what girls really do like.
We're like, yes.
I think I'm.
Girls like that high ass confidence, that arrogance.
Yeah.
But you gotta look. You gotta
Yeah.
look good. You gotta look good with that shit.
Yeah, yes.
Gotta look good with that shit.
As a girl that like consistently works out and I try to take care of myself as much as I can, like, yeah, people that are not fit, usually a deal
Turn off.
breaker for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
deal breaker. I don't like. I see that little chub on guys sometimes, and I'm just like,
Ugh.
no. Like, you have to take care of that little beer belly you got
Yeah.
going on there.
Hey, I try to tell guys, man, but they
It's
don't hear
not
me.
excessive too when you eat like shit too. Actually, like, I
Yeah.
see guys eating pizza, whatever it is, and just, I mean, nothing wrong. Like, unwind once in a while. I mean, not like I eat pizza too here and there,
Mm-hmm.
of course, but it's not something I do every weekend, every day. That's too much. Like, there's some guys that just live off burgers and pizza and junk foods all the
Mm-hmm.
damn time, and it's like, damn, you ever thought about cooking a nice home cooked healthy meal?
Mm-hmm.
Like, eat something healthy for once. Yeah, definitely. I don't know, and it's really important too, like how you carry yourself, like how you walk, how you talk. Like, I'm actually really observant about those kinds of things. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm really like, if, okay, say I go on a date, and I see the guy walking away, I kind of like watch his walk and see how he carries himself.
Yeah, you
It's
can
so
see how
easy.
confident he is and see like
Yeah.
can you
Oh
look at a
yeah.
guy and know he's fucking?
Um.
Or you can look at a
Yeah.
guy and know like, yeah, he get girls.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to tell. It's
Yeah.
easy to tell when a guy is and when a guy isn't. So
Man, you
yeah,
giving the game, man. Jesus Christ.
it's
I'm
all
telling
about
it
the
how it is. Cause
game.
like they don't they most guys just don't believe what I say. They a
Really?
woman has to say the shit. A woman has to say the shit and then they believe me. But like if I say the shit, I don't know what the fuck
They're
you
like,
talking
oh no,
about.
you
You're
wrong.
22, you're young, you don't know what the fuck you talking about and shit like that.
No, I'm young too, but like, still, this is proof, right here. Like, this is what most women like. And even like all my girlfriends and just girls that I've met, like all of us, we tend to go towards you know, certain type of guy. And you know, not just speaking in like physical looks or anything, but overall personality.
It's
I
not
mean,
the guy can have the mass, or not even the guy can have the cute look or the sexy look or the Chad or the Tyrone look, but if his energy doesn't match with his look,
yeah.
if he isn't a douchebag with that look, it's a turn off.
Hmm.
It's just like
Yeah.
a guy that's
But
buff. It's like a guy that's buff, but he act like a bitch. That's gonna make you gonna be like, ugh.
mhm. Yeah, it's kind of like, what the heck?
Yeah,
But you know what? Like, say maybe you're like facial wise or whatever. Like say maybe you're not the best looking guy, right? Maybe not. Maybe you just don't have good genetics, whatever it is. You got a funny nose, weird mouth, whatever, weird face shape. I don't know. Like I've even met guys that just kind of they look funny in the face, but like, damn, they got confidence through the roof. They walk like they
they
own the
shit.
place.
Uh-huh.
They like they're confident as hell. And like even though maybe they're not that great looking, it still makes my head turn a little bit just by their energy. I'm like, whoa, like okay, who's this person? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And naturally, it just kind of makes them attractive in a way, especially
exactly.
when you know they start talking or whatever it is, and you see how they're talking, and you're like, wow, this person talks with so much like smooth, and they're so confident, and it just kind of it hits, you know. So yeah.
Well, I think that's about it for today, man. You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this on my site, and we appreciate having you. Don't
Yeah.
forget,
No
fellas.
problem.
Fellas, don't forget to like my shit, comment, subscribe,
Yeah.
and holla back at your boy, man. Peace.